I'm scrolling for a moment to make sure that the screen recording is recording. I'm letting you know that I'm staying on top of this. They're getting to us. It's just a matter of time. I can't wait to apply for the Uber Eats Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. They're reviewing applications that have already been submitted. They are giving 13,000 individuals who had begun the application but were unable to complete it. They're giving them time to complete it, and they expect to reopen the new applicants no later than Friday, April 10th. 12 noon, please check back with us. 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, April 8th. We can only keep trying. I'm not forgetting about that. That's worth a shot. And we are helping keeping the restaurants in business when they're opened. I want you to know. Ooh, I'll do that in a moment. Oops. How about I got through to unemployment. Application submitted. I want you to know it was basic, generic. I could barely input my information. It's so dated. The system is so dated. This was a wake-up call for all states throughout the country that this should have never been. No state should be this unprepared. I'll leave it as that. Here's at labor.newyork.gov. You put labor.yourstate.gov, see what pops up. I'm learning that I didn't know this a few days ago. I could file for the PUA application, but what they're telling us is you cannot apply for the PUA until you have been determined ineligible for unemployment insurance benefits. You must apply for the unemployment before you apply for the PUA. Well, I did get through, and when I did, I was told to call this number for New York State, and I did, and I must have called 60 times. I did get through a couple of times, and I input my Social Security, my information, and then a recording came on and told me that they were so busy they couldn't speak with me. But I was shocked that I even received this notification as fast as I did. They're like, however, you need to speak to an agent to complete it as soon as possible. We have received the claim you recently filed on our website, and I couldn't do that last week. I tried many times, but it was so generic. Embarrassing, really, in my opinion. I'm like, geesh, really dated. It's like lost from 1980, 1970. It needs to be updated, the system. I also learned that, here's another website you can visit, independentsector.org. There's the link if you need it. Check it out. And the CARES Act, how to apply for nonprofit relief funds. And it says here, covered individual is an individual who is not otherwise eligible for regular or unemployment compensation. Well, we fit into that category, and it's an umbrella. I can't imagine not qualifying for the assistance. So that's something to share with you. You can read it right here. Here's another site, newyork.gov, and so I'm going to get into this. Unemployment assistance. Type in yourstate.gov. File your own taxes. Now that I want to get into. You have a W-2 job, you have several W-2 jobs, or you receive many miscellaneous 1099s. I have 5. I have Postmates, a little bit of DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. And Uber Eats, I had to input it myself as cash, most of the income I earned, because they never sent me a 1099K, I think it's called. They only sent me a miscellaneous 1099. So I did pay for help. I did my taxes last night and today. It took about 12 hours for me to create an account, learn everything, go through the motions, get all my stuff together, but I'm a lot wiser, smarter, and I'm really happy I did it, and next year won't be so hard. You can submit tax info yourself. It was so easy to submit the W-2 and miscellaneous 1099 information. Don't pay for it if you don't have to. I chose to pay for it through TurboTax for a reason. I own a home. I run a business online. Have a lot of write-offs. I needed help with the property tax times in it with my co-op shares, and I wanted confirmation. But now I know what to do next year, that I probably won't pay the $100 for live support. But you never know. It put my mind at ease. Either way, I saved a couple of $100, because if I had to pay a tax preparer this year, I would have probably paid like $1,000+ And why? Because I played around with Robinhood and Webull, and I didn't realize how many forms I was going to receive. Some of the things were trust and funds and, out of the country. I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. And I also won stocks. I won 20 stocks this year. A tax preparer would have charged me for every form. That's how they do it. Nuh-uh. So teach yourself, guys. Become your own financial advisor. You're better off. Yeah, it was a struggle. Yeah, I was freaking out and I got through it. But I'm also a lot more knowledgeable, experienced, wiser. And TurboTax does make it very easy. I am receiving $349. And that's after I paid. I paid. It was $215. I paid for a couple of features, guys. I chose to. Oh, and I also paid this throughout from the money I received. The 113 New York State e-file. That's going through. Federal e-file already accepted. And I'm really happy I did it, because when the time comes that I actually get someone on the phone to speak with me, to see if I qualify or don't qualify, I might qualify. And on top of that, I might qualify for the CARES Act. And on top of that, I might qualify for the Uber Eats Restaurant Employee Relief Funds. And I am going to receive a couple of $100 back from TurboTax, a few $100. It all adds up, guys. There's a lot of work involved, but it's so worth it. Okay, I think I got it. I suggest you file your own tax returns. It was a lot easier than you think. I don't know what I was afraid of all these years. And it was worth it. Now I'm just going to get better every year. I'm not a real estate person. I get very nervous with taxes when it comes to property tax and figuring that kind of stuff out. But everything else, I did. I just wanted confirmation that I did it right. And it was worth the $100 that I paid for a live representative. And I gave him an amazing review, because I had him in a live chat for at least an hour. And he kept saying, "Are we finished?" I was like, "Nope, I'm not done with you yet." I made sure I got my money's worth. I made sure that person looked over everything that I was second guessing myself. And they help you along. He was training me how to use the platform. Well, that takes time. And I also received QuickBooks for a year that I'm going to start using, because I purchased the self-employed thing, and you get QuickBooks for a year, and I'm going to start using it as I go along, take pictures of receipts, update information as I go along on my phone or my iPad. So then next year when I do my taxes again, it's going to be half the work. It was worth it. I learned a lot, and I have a lot more to learn. A lot of tax form, guys. Oh my God, Webull, Robinhood, all the stocks I bought, all the stocks I sold, all the steps I did to practice. Oh. And a tax preparer would have charged me a minimum of $1,000 this year. There's no doubt in my mind. So I hope you enjoy, and that's where I'm at. I'll keep you up to date with the Restaurant Employee Relief Fund. I'll keep you up to date with the unemployment process, what happens with me. I'm hoping that I get through tomorrow. I'm hoping I get through on Wednesday. Eventually I'll get through. It'll have to happen. And if you read all this information, they constantly repeat themselves. You will receive your money eventually. They're trying to set it up. It's just impossible. They were definitely not ready for this epidemic, this crisis. There's no doubt. Enjoy, folks. I'll be around. You have to call to complete your application. Unbelievable. I hope to get through. I'll see you soon. Have a good one. If you got to work, I hope you earn a lot of money. And Tuesday through Saturday, my butt will be out there working, that's for sure. Okay, have a good one. Bye, guys.